A+ so far. Before the clock starts here in the first quarter, I'll give them an A+.
All right, we got GW wearing the maroon uniforms. White numbers, the Hill in white across the front. Flying Eagles wearing the home whites. Beckley emblazoned across the front. You're going to hear a lot of stomping behind us. The cheering section is completely full, and there are no chairs in the cheering section. Everybody is standing. We're ready to go. Jalen Walton will jump center against Noah Lewis. Winner moves on to Charleston in the state tournament. Ball in the air, tip control by George Washington. Chance Hartwell controls the tip, brings it across the midcourt stripe. Picked up by Kobe Dillon. They give it off to Noah Lewis. Back it goes to Hartwell down in the corner. They give it off to Christian Goebel. Goebel looking, hands it off now to Hartwell. Hartwell picked up by Preston Clary. Brings it over to the right. Gives it off now to Lunsford. Lunsford picked up by Elijah. Lunsford looking with it, takes it back to the left, takes it through the lane, gives it down to Christian Goebel. Goebel bounce pass over to Chance Hartwell. Now it goes to Lunsford. Lunsford takes it through the lane, pump fakes, gives it off. Ball loose on the floor, stolen by Beckley. By Hawthorne, gives it up the floor to Elijah. Redfern takes it in, layup, score. Beckley up 2-0, 7:15 to go. Inbounds pass will go to Christian Goebel. Works it around, gives it up the floor to Jackson Clark. Left side Lunsford thought about the three. Instead, backs it back out. Bounce pass to the right side goes to Chance Hartwell. Hartwell takes a couple of dribbles. Now looking with it, picked up by Preston Clary. Bounce pass goes over to left to Noah Lewis. Noah right side pass to Jackson Clark. Takes it to the left. Back on the right side to Chance Hartwell. Now to Christian Goebel. Inside ball knocked away by Jalen. Loose picked up by George Washington. They swing it back on the left side of the floor. Pass will go now to Lunsford. Takes it through the lane. Dumps it inside. Noah Lewis puts it up and in. We are tied at 2. 6.5 minutes to go. First quarter of play. Preston Clary has it up top for Beckley. Preston brings it over to the left to Zai. Hawthorne looking with it. Gets the pick off to Kobe. Kobe takes it top of the key. Backs it back out. Now works it over on the right side to Elijah. Redfern looks over, gets the play call from head coach Ron Kidd. Hands it off to Kobe. Kobe gives it off to Zai. Zai gives it off to Elijah. Elijah top of the key, stutter step move, step back, left side to Zai. Zai takes it around through the lane, little float with a left hand good. Beckley up 4-2, 5:50 to go in this first quarter, and a steal by Elijah Redfern. Elijah stopped, jump pass right side, Zai for three, off the rim, no good, rebound pulled down by George Washington. Chance Hartwell brings it up the floor, gives a pass to Christian Goebel. Goebel looking in, they give it in to Noah Lewis, lays it up and scores. Lewis got the 4 points for GW. Beckley and GW tied at 4, 5:25 to go first quarter. Redfern has it left side, quick move down to the corner, gives it off to Zai. Zai looking, jump pass inside to Jalen. Jalen spins, kicks it back over to Zai on the left. Zai takes it to the free throw line, through the lane, pump fakes, dumps the pass inside to Jalen, puts it up, shot blocked out of bounds by Noah Lewis.
That time you got to give Beckley a lot of credit early on, having a couple good possessions defensively, but being patient on the offensive end as far as attacking the basket. Really good job by Zion Hawthorne so far in this game, being patient with what GW's given him.
5:09 to go opening quarter. We're tied at 4. Inside pass will go from Elijah to Jalen. Jalen has the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch, they're going to give it over to GW. They said Jalen was the last to touch it. Christian Goebel will get it inbounds for George Washington. Does so to Lunsford. Back it goes to Goebel. Now it goes to Chance Hartwell. Hartwell bringing it up the floor. Gives it over now. Get the pass back over to Goebel. Hartwell has it to free throw line. Takes it down to the left side of the lane. Layup try good. Chance Hartwell scores, and GW takes their first lead, 6-4. Back the other way, Zai Hawthorne. Thought about the three, instead gives it up top to Preston. Preston fakes the three, takes it through the lane, jumper off the rim, no good. Jalen, offensive rebound, puts it back up off glass, no good. Tip by Preston, won't go, and this time the rebound cleared by GW. Chance Hartwell up the floor, pass, too long, and will go out of bounds back over to Beckley.
Yeah, a little collision there. Noah Lewis was going after that loose ball, and Elijah Redfern was letting it go out of bounds, but Noah tried to sell a foul call potentially there by Elijah Redfern, but good no call there by the officials.
4:25 to go the first quarter. Beckley down 6-4. Elijah up top, step back, gives the pass to the left side to Preston. Preston now takes it through the lane, gives it off to Elijah. Redfern takes it left side through the lane, dumps the pass, trying to get it inside to Jalen. They kick it back out to Preston. He'll fire the three, hit it. Preston Clary hits the first three of the game for Beckley. Beckley up 7-6.
That right there shows me that Preston Clary doesn't have a whole lot of nerves. He stepped right into that shot and hit it with ease.
Left side of the floor, Hartwell has the ball knocked away from behind by Kobe. It will stay with Beckley.
Yeah, Kobe Dillon. Kobe Dillon's one of the better ones for Beckley as far as getting back after that full court pressure and being active with his hands to knock the ball loose. He's done that numerous times this season on the press.
3:49 to go first quarter. Beckley up 7-6. Inbounds pass will go to Noah Lewis. Hands it back off to Hartwell, who'll fire a quick three off the rim. No good. Jalen gets the rebound for Beckley. They'll give it up to Elijah. Elijah brings it on the left side, steps into a long three, going in and out, no good. Rebound sailed in by Jalen, puts it up and over. Jalen came out of nowhere with that offensive rebound. Beckley up 9-6, 3:25 to go first quarter of play. Dunsford gives it off to Christian Goebel. Goebel brings it up the floor. Here comes the trap, gets out of it, the pass to Chance Hartwell. Right side goes to Lunsford. Lunsford takes a couple of dribbles inside, Blanker no good. Rebound pulled down by Preston Clary for Beckley. They give it off to Elijah Redfern. 3:05 to go opening quarter. Beckley up by 3, 9-6. Elijah looking, backs it back out. Also removed, takes it through the lane, puts it up, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Chance Hartwell for George Washington. Gives it up the floor to Lunsford. Back it goes to Hartwell. Dump it inside to Noah Lewis. Turn, shoot, score. Noah Lewis has got 6 points this quarter. Beckley up 9-8. Here's Kobe for three. Off the rim, no good. Chance Hartwell gets the rebound for the Patriots. Up the floor pass will go to Christian Goebel. Now it goes back to Noah Lewis through the lane. Little floater off the rim, no good. Jalen gets the rebound for Beckley. Give it up the floor to Elijah Redford. 2:25 to go, and Elijah's pass too high for Kobe, out of bounds, back over to GW.
That time wasn't real sure where Elijah was going with that one, but how about Jalen Walton early on? I mean, he's proven a point as far as getting active on the glass. A couple offensive rebounds. He's attacking the defensive glass, limiting George Washington right now. They haven't been able to get an offensive rebound here so far in the first quarter with 2:25 left in the game. So Beckley, the intensity's here, both teams with a couple bad turnovers, but this is a regional championship game. That intensity's right here.
Beckley, defense 2-2-1 press against George Washington, who's made some subs as Gail Lamb comes into the game. Gives it off to Chance Hartwell. Working against Zion. Here comes the trap. We're going to whistle, and 10 seconds. Did not get the ball across the line. Beckley gets the ball back. Preston Clary will get an inbounds for Beckley right in front of the GW bench. They'll do so in the backcourt to Elijah.
If you're Beckley right now, you got Noah Lewis on the bench. Beckley's got to take advantage of that.
Left side, Zion gives it into Jalen. Jalen lost it, picked up by Dunstan Lunsford. They give it up the floor to Hartwell. Fires a jumper from 12 feet, in and out, no good, but they're call a late foul on Beckley. And I mean a late foul. Zion Hawthorne picks up his first. And that's going to send the Patriots to the line.
Yeah, really so far in this first quarter, Beckley, when they're able to settle into the defensive side of the things, they've done a very good job with team defense. George Washington's been able to get some of their buckets off of the transition defense, and Beckley having to be in scramble drill early on. So, Chance Hartwell missing the first foul shot there, but I think Beckley is, the tempo of this ball game is in Beckley's favor right now.
One more free throw coming for Hartwell, and he misses them both. Rebound pulled down by Beckley. Beckley up 9-8, 1:55 to go in the first quarter of play. Elijah Redford has it up top for the Flying Eagles. High post pass goes to Preston Clary. Preston leaves it over on the left side to Zion. Zion gets the pick from Preston, now takes it left baseline, and he gives the pass, trying to work it to Elijah, knocked out of bounds by GW.
Yeah, it looks like GW gave Beckley a little bit of different look there in the half-court set, coming off of that missed foul shot. But you got to give Beckley's guards a lot of credit early on. They've been patient with handling GW's defense so far.
With it for Beckley, Elijah Redford. A minute 35 to go in the first quarter. Zion takes it to the left. Up top to Preston Clary, right side to Elijah. Elijah left side to Kobe. Down to the corner to Zai, open for three, in and out, no good. Rebound, tip, pulled down by Preston Clary. Give it back off to Zai, back over to Preston. Preston over to Elijah. Elijah has it now, minute 15 to go inside. Jalen puts it up, won't go, and we got a foul called on GW. We'll send Jalen to the line for 2 shots.
Great find there by Elijah Redfern. Again, he was being patient with GW scrambling off of that offensive rebound. Found Jalen Walton wide open on the block. Jalen Walton went up very strong, was able to get the foul call there.
Jalen shooting 2 shots. Free throw, good. We'll have one more. Christian Goebel checks back in for GW. Dawson Lunsford will sit down. Second free throw by Jalen is good. Jalen's got 4. Beckley's got a 3-point lead, 11-8. A minute 14 to go first quarter. Gale Lamb working around to Christian Goebel. Now it goes to Lunsford. Back over, it goes to Christian. Up the floor, they give it off to Hartwell. Hartwell across the timeline, loses it, and we're calling for travel. Beckley gets the turnover.
Beckley is doing a great job right now in the full court pressure. It's not necessarily what the pressure is here on the back court, but when they get to the full court on the front side, Beckley doing a very good job rotating.
55 seconds to go in the first quarter. Beckley up by 3, 11-8. Elijah brings it to the right. Takes it, top over, crossover, and the jumper no good. Rebound pulled down by George Washington. Christian Goebel brings it up the floor with 40 seconds to go. Christian now on off by Elijah, gives it off to Chance Hartwell. Hartwell picked up by Zai. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Hartwell takes it to the left, has it all poked out of bounds by Zai.
And I tell you what I like about Zion Hawthorne right there. Hartwell backed out a little bit, and Zion didn't just stay where he was at. Zion got up in him and put the pressure on Hartwell.
Bounce pass. We're going to the backcourt for George Washington to Chance Hartwell. Hartwell pass on the left side of Chuck Kelly. Kelly looking inside, cannot find anybody. Takes it up top, loses the ball, and gives it back over now. On the right side to Hartwell. Back on the left side, Goebel dumps it into Anderson. Brady backs in against Jalen, puts it up and scores. Brady scores his first bucket of the game. 11-10, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds. Elijah lets it go for 3, no good. And we've come to the end of the first quarter of play with your score, Beckley 11, GW 10. Back at this timeout on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS.
WJLS and WJLS.com.
Back here at the Raleigh County Convention Center, Beckley up 11-10 after the first quarter play. Beckley's defense has done the job on the outside, and Noah Lewis has got 3 of their 5 field goals.
Yeah, right now, Noah Lewis killing Beckley on the inside, but Beckley in that first quarter shot 4 of 14 from the field. GW only shooting 5 of 8, so a lot more shots, close range for George Washington, more efficient than Beckley.
Left side of the floor, Jalen Walton has it for the Flying Eagles, hands it off to Zai Hawthorne. Zai has it on the wing, step back. Now takes it down the right side of the lane, loses it, picks it up, gives it off to Elijah. Redford takes it through the free throw line, looking. Has it down in the corner now. Working against Brady Anderson. Brings it up to the wing. Now Elijah takes it through. Short jumper, up, in and out, and back in. They will call the foul. Yes. We'll count the basket on Elijah. And the foul's called on Brady Anderson. That's his second. And Elijah has a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, and Coach Rick Green wasn't happy with that call. George Washington had 2 defenders down there trying to set up for a charge. I believe Anderson was the one that was guarding Elijah from the side. So I believe he got contact on the hand there.
Free throw no good by Elijah. Rebound tipped out by Jalen into the hands of Elijah. Fires the jumper. He's fouled again. Anderson picks up this foul. This time Elijah will go to the line for 2 shots.
And there's Jalen Walton. There's Jalen Walton again battling on the glass. And, man, you know, he just looks good. He looks strong right now. And that's a difference than what he looked like when Beckley played George Washington at George Washington.
At the line, Elijah. Free throw, good. Elijah scores his 5th point of the game. You'll have the original starters coming back in for George Washington. Jackson Clark returns. Also coming back in, Noah Lewis and Dawson Lunsford. So one more free throw coming for Elijah. And he makes them both. Elijah's got 6. Beckley's got a 5-point lead, 15-10, 7:25 to go in the first half. Jackson Clark brings it up the floor for George Washington. Has it on the right. Gives it off now to Chance Hartwell. Hartwell picked up by Cody. Left side of the pass goes to Christian Gober. Now they work it to Lunsford. Back of the right side, Hartwell for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Jalen gets another rebound for Beckley. They give it off to Elijah Redford. Elijah has the top of the key. Crossover move, takes it down through the lane, stops, looking, fall away jumper up off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by GW. Chance Hartwell, left side of the floor, give it off to Lunsford. Lunsford has the ball knocked away by Cody Dillon. Ball loose, picked up, almost stolen again, but Grobel picks it up. They give it up top to Lunsford. He'll set, fire a 3 off the rim, no good. Preston Clary with the rebound. Ball now loose on the ground. Have a tie up, and it's going to stay with GW.
Yeah, there was another missed travel call there by George Washington. Beckley, unfortunately, wasn't able to secure the turnover. They had knocked the ball loose, but I believe Lunsford, you know, kind of was able to resecure that ball, but his balance let him take a couple steps and just a missed travel call there.
James Hartwell will get it inbounds for George Washington. Beckley up by 5, 15-10. 6.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Noah Lewis looking. Picks up his dribble. Gives it inside. Turn around. Ball knocked away by Red. Picked up by Zai. 2-on-1. And Zai takes it off glass and scores. Zai's got 4. Beckley's got a 7-point lead. Timeout call by head coach Rick Graves in the 30-second timeout.
Yeah, Beckley starting this second quarter with a 6-0 run, and it's all started from the defensive side. And you got to give a lot of credit to all 5 guys on the defensive end because George Washington is running a lot of motion, a lot of back screens, and Beckley right now is communicating very well, especially in this environment. You've got a louder crowd than what Beckley's had here in your home court over the past couple games this season. But all 5 guys are communicating and moving efficiently. Nobody's late on rotations right now.
Well, what I'd love to see now is Beckley come out here, get on the stop, come back down the offensive side and get Kobe Dillon the ball, let him shoot a 3. This place will erupt if that happens.
That's right. And you got to give, I keep saying it, I feel like a broken record right now, but I think Elijah Redfern has done a really good job so far in this first half of being patient on the offensive end, controlling and dictating where the passes are going so far.
Jackson Clark bringing it up the floor for GW after the 30-second timeout. Beckley up by 7. Hand it off to Chance Hartwell. Hartwell loses the dribble, picks it back up. Takes it to the left. Now dumps the pass inside to Noah Lewis. Short jumper up off the rim, no good, but he tips it up and in. Noah got 8, 17-12. Beckley up by 5, 5:50 to go here in the first half. Elijah Redford up top to Preston Clary. Preston bounce pass over to Zion Hawthorne. Zion takes the top of the key through the lane, kicks the pass left side. Elijah fires a 3, hits it. First 3-point field goal of the game for Elijah. Beckley is up by 8, 20-12.
And George Washington's trying to throw a little bit of a different look, a 2-3 zone there in that last set. Zion Hawthorne did a great job attacking the middle gap and kicking it to Elijah Redfern.
Chance Hartwell hands it up top for GW. Takes it around, gives the pass off to Noah Lewis, who's guarded by Jalen. Ball stolen by Zion. Zion comes out of the limit, takes it down the right side of the lane, puts it up off glass score. Zion's got 6. Beckley at 10. Another timeout call by GW. 5:11 to go in the first half. Beckley up 22-12 over the George Washington Patriots. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back to this break.
The Flying Eagles play here. The Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS and WJLS.com.
5:05 to go here in the first half. Beckley's got a 10-point lead, 22-12 over the George Washington Patriots. Patriots with the ball. Hartwell brings it up the floor, takes it to the left, gives it off to Dawson Lunsford. Lunsford working inside. They're going to call Zion for the foul. Or it's going to be early got.
I think they just got Zion with a technical foul after the call.
Yep, they did. So it's going to go as 2 fouls on Zion. He now has 3. So that means Nazir King will have to check in.
And that's a big moment here in this ball game, because I was just getting ready to highlight how effective Zion Hawthorne has been early on in this game. He's 3 of 5 from the floor. He's got 3 steals already, and he's got 3 assists already in this ball game in the first half. And what he's done defensively for Beckley has been just unspeakable as far as the pressure he's provided.
Lunsford makes 1 of 2 free throws on the technical. Zion's going to check out. Beckley has a 9-point lead, 22-13. Nazir King will check in. 4:55 to go in the half. Left side of the floor. Give it off to Jackson Clark. Jackson inside. Short jumper's up and in by Noah Lewis, and he's fouled.
Yeah, big moment in the ball game right now for Beckley. If you're Beckley, you've got to kind of get together as a group right now, because that's 3 unanswered points here quickly out of the timeout. And a little bit of momentum going back in the favor of George Washington after Zion's technical.
Noah makes the free throw to complete the 3-point play. And it's down to a 6-point lead for Beckley, 22-16. Jalen gives it off to Kobe. Kobe takes it to the left, down through the lane, gives a pass over the right side to Elijah, who fakes the 3, give it inside to Nazir, takes it up, and he's fouled. And we'll see if Nazir will go to the line for 2 shots. And he will. They call the foul on Chance Hartwell. That's his first. Nazir picks up free throws. He's a 55% free throw shooter on the year. Beckley up by 8, 24-16. Free throw no good by Nazir. He'll have 1 more. Free throw by Nas. In and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jackson Clark for GW. Give it up the floor to Chance Hartwell. Beckley up by 8, 24-16. Chance Hartwell. Jackson, they just changed the score back to 23-16. Right side. Lunsford, give it up top to Chance Hartwell. High post pass goes to Noah. He'll fire the jumper. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Goebel. Goebel gives it back over now to Chance Hartwell. Hartwell through the lane. Puts it down to the corner to Dawson Lunsford. Dawson. Looking. Takes it to the baseline. Offensive foul. Yes. Nas King took the charge. Chance Hartwell picks up his second.
And you talk about how effective Zion Hawthorne was on the defensive end. Nazir King stepping right into the lineup in the second quarter and coming in and bringing that defensive pressure, stepping in there to take a charge. Great job by Nazir King. And then also, it looks like they added the score incorrectly for Beckley off those foul shots, so it's back to 22-16.
That's what I thought it was. They kept on adding, so okay,
yep.
22-16 the score. Beckley up by 6. Hand it off to Kobe Dillon. Kobe has not taken a shot yet. Actually, he's taken 1 3-point field goal, and that's it. They give it back over to Elijah. Redfern looking, quick move to the baseline. Pump fakes with it. Tried to get inside to Nas, knocked away, picked up, and gives it to Jalen, who puts it in. Jalen's got 6. Beckley's got an 8-point lead, 24-16. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Christian Goebel has it to the Whites. Gives the pass on the wing now to Jackson Clark. Inside pass, short jumper by Lamb is good. Gale Lamb scores his first of the game. 24-18, Beckley up by 6. Elijah Redfern thought about the 3. Instead, whips the pass to the right side to Preston Clary. Preston gives it back over to Elijah. Elijah takes it through the lane, inside to Nazir, puts it up, and he's fouled. Nas is fouled from behind by Jackson Clark, which will be his first foul, and Nas will go back to the line for 2 shots, where he's 0 of 2 from the line.
And I tell you, that's Elijah Redfern again, creating that open look for Nazir King. Elijah's doing a great job at the top of the key. Either way, if George Washington wants to go to that 2-3 zone, he's attacking the middle gap, and both guys on the block are open right now. And in the man-to-man, he's being able to break down that initial on-ball defender. But Beckley, at this point, they've got to start knocking down their foul shots.
Nazir misses another one. He's 0 for 3 from the line. And the free throw for Nas is good this time. Makes 1 of 2. Beckley has a 7-point lead, 25-18. Gale Lamb gives it off to Christian Goebel, who's guarded by Nas. Christian brings it up across the timeline on the right. Gives it off to Kelly. Jackson Kelly looking inside. Gives it now to Noah Lewis. He'll fake the three, take it through the lane. Ball knocked away by Nas. Picked up though by Goebel. Right side to give it up top to Gale Lamb. Gale takes it to the left. He's picked up by Kobe. Pump fakes with it. Kicks it up top to Goebel. Open for 3 on the way. Off the rim. No good. Rebound tip. Pulled down by Noah Lewis. It's taken away by Beckley. Oz King gets the steal. Give it off to Elijah Redfern. Elijah brings it up the floor between the circles. Crossover move. Nice move through the lane. Jump the pass into Nas. Lays it up the score. Nas has got 3. He's up by 9. Left side of the floor. Kelly with it. Up top pass goes to Gale Lamb. Lamb crossover moves. 15 feet. Jumper partially blocked by Cody. Rebound long. Pulled down by Jalen. Jalen gives it back over to Elijah. Here comes Flying Eagles up the floor. Minute 55 to go here in the first half. Elijah crossover move. Whips it inside to Jalen. Puts it up and in. Jalen scores again. And another assist by Elijah. 29-18, Beckley up by 11. Gale Lamb takes it through the lane, spins, runs into Jalen, but they call Jalen for the foul. Jalen picks up his second. At that time, you kind of hoped Jalen would have just stood there.
Man, I think he's there in position, and he went straight up. I think the contact just looked worse than what the actual foul was. Really, if he wanted to take that charge, he could have as well. But going back to the offensive end, Elijah Redfern is doing exactly what he needs to do right now. He's breaking down the top initial defense for George Washington, and they have no answer because they've got to come up and defend that mid-range jump shot. And Nazir King and Jalen Walton are just having a field day underneath right now.
Now Jalen has to check out now. He's got 2 fouls. One more free throw coming for Gale Lamb. Drew Fitzwater checks in for Beckley. Free throw, not even close. I don't know if it hit the rim. He gets the rebound. Nas King gives it off to Elijah Redford. Beckley up by 10, 29-19. Elijah Redford with it. Takes it to the right. Bounce pass goes to Preston Clary. Preston up top to Nas. Now it goes over to Redford. Elijah takes it through the lane. Follow a jumper for the baseline. Off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lamb for GW. He'll bring it up the floor. Across the timeline. Left side pass to Goebel. Christian up top to Noah Lewis. Right side pass goes to Jackson Kelly. Kelly through the lane, forces it up, no good. Drew Fitzwater comes out over the rebound. Drew gives it off to Elijah. 1:05 to go in the first half. Beckley up by 10.
And if you're Beckley right now with Jalen Walton and Zion Hawthorne on the bench, I think you want to kind of take your time here.
53 seconds to go in the quarter. Elijah looking, kicks it back to Cody. Kobe takes it through the lane, bounce pass, try to get it in Drew. Drew was open. And it goes out of bounds over to GW.
Yeah, right there. I don't know if Beckley really wanted to force the issue. You got 45 seconds here left in the first half. You got a 10-point lead. Don't give George Washington momentum going into the half. Got to get a stop here.
Inbounds pass will go to Christian Goebel, who'll bring up the floor for the Patriots. Picked up by Drew Fitzwater. Goebel takes the right. Quick 3 on the way by Lamb. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped around a couple of times and finally pulled down by Elijah Redford. And now Beckley will go for the final shot. 22 seconds to go in the first half. Elijah brings it across the timeline. 18 seconds. Hands it off to Kobe. Kobe with 13. Give it off to Preston. Now it goes to Elijah with 9. Elijah, crossover move, takes it through the lane, looking, kicks it on the right side. Preston open for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Noah Lewis. Horn sounds, that's it. We played one half of basketball here at the Raleigh County Convention Center with your score. Beckley 29, George Washington 19. Back at his timeouts on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to take time to draw your attention to center court as we recognize the Beckley wrestling team. Last week, these 11 young men competed Put your hands together for the cheerleaders of Beckley, Woodrow Wilson, Flying Eagles.
That's a critical stat here as we go throughout the rest of the second half. Beckley so far has forced 8 turnovers to George Washington. Beckley only turning the ball over so far 4 times here in the ball game, and that's another key that you didn't necessarily see in the first 2 matchups. Beckley didn't do a great job of forcing turnovers to George Washington, and so they were able to do that there in the first half, contributed that to the defensive pressure. For Beckley right now, you've got a couple keys to the ball game. Zion Hawthorne with 3 fouls. He picked up his 3rd foul there with 4:55 left in the second quarter, and then Jalen Walton picking up his 2nd foul with about 1:45 left in the second quarter. So interesting to see how Beckley plays that. But what was big is to finish that first half. Nazir King came in and gave you valuable minutes, and then Drew Fitzwater was able to come in and get you some rebounds as well. So it's going to be a total team effort with the fouls right now. But Beckley's just got to continue that pressure and expect anything from this George Washington team after halftime.
One thing about it for Beckley, when Zion got that technical foul call on him, you think maybe that momentum had switched. Beckley was able to weather that.
Absolutely. And that was a big moment because George Washington was able to rattle off 3, they missed a couple foul shots there in that technical and then had an and one immediately after that technical foul call. So Beckley was able to come together and kind of weather that storm. They got the lead up to as much as 11 there in the first half, and with a 10-point lead here at the break. So a lot of moving pieces. But I think if you're Beckley, keep supplying the pressure in the full court sets and rebounding. That's going to be critical. And then it's going to come down to making your foul shots.
Real quick for Beckley, Elijah's got 9 points, but he's making most of his noise with passing the ball.
Absolutely, and I think GW is going to have to find a way to slow that down. And it's really a pick your poison thing, because when Elijah's breaking down that either at the 2-3 zone that GW goes into or the full court man-to-man, Elijah's breaking down the initial on-ball defender. Well, then those second-level guys have to step up and honor Elijah's mid-range jump shot. Well, when they're doing that, he is doing a great job of finding Jalen and Nazir on the blocks, and they're ready for that pass. And so it's interesting to see how is GW going to play that. Are they going to let Elijah start shooting that mid-range jump shot and knocking that down like he does consistently? Is he going to they can't stop him from the perimeter, but then, it's going to be an interesting matchup here in the second half.
Second half coming up next. Beckley up 29-19 here on the Big Dog. 9-5 WJLS.
Beckley Flying Eagles 41, George Washington Patriots 43.
Back to the action of Beckley Flying Eagles on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS and WJLS.com.
Second half underway. Beckley up by 10. Beckley with the basketball. Elijah Redfern has it to the right. Looking. Gives a pass off to Kobe on the wing. Kobe up top to Preston. Left side goes to Elijah. Elijah stands there with it, dribbling the ball between his legs, takes it to the right through the lane, gives it inside to Jalen. Jalen back over to Elijah, open, fires a jumper off the rim, no good. Preston Clary gets the rebound, but it's taken away by Chance Hartwell. They give it up to Florida, Christian Goebel. Goebel gives it in to Noah Lewis. Noah takes a baseline against Jalen, backs in, spins, jump hook, good. 29-21, Beckley up by 8, 7:05 to go third quarter. Elijah Redfern up top to Preston Clary. Preston gives it off to Kobe. Kobe thought about the long 3. Now jump pass into Preston. Kick it over to Elijah left side. He'll set, fire the 3 off the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Noah Lewis for GW. Give it up to Chance Hartwell. Hartwell takes it to the right. Gives it up top now to Goebel. Left side pass goes to Jackson Kelly. Check that, Jackson Clark. Clark bounce pass in to Noah. Working against Jalen. Backs in. Pump fakes with it, takes it up strong and scores. Got to find a way to slow down Noah Lewis, 29-23.
And that's going to be a big emphasis for George Washington with Jalen Walton with 2 fouls right now.
30-second timeout called by Beckley. as GW has come out and scored the 4 straight points, and that's been Noah Lewis.
And that's been the message you can see George Washington having at halftime. Jalen Walton with 2 fouls. Feed Noah Lewis in the inside and make him go against Jalen Walton. Make Jalen Walton make a play or potentially get that 3rd foul. So Beckley's got to find a way to adjust to that. Defensively, George Washington looks as if they switched it up to most like a 2-3 matchup as a guy enters your zone. They were following Kobe Dillon on the baseline, but also providing man-to-man pressure on Elijah Redfern. So Beckley's got to adjust to that.
7 of the 10 field goals for George Washington has come by Noah Lewis. He's got 15 points. He's got 15 of their 23. And the 2 previous games between these 2 teams, he only had 5 field goals combined in those 2 games. So Beckley has the ball, leading by 6, 29-23. Inbounds pass will go into the backcourt to Elijah. Elijah brings it back up, takes it to the right side. Top of the key, takes it through the lane, doubles inside to Jalen, puts it up and scores. Jalen's got 9. Beckley's up 31-23. We'll check that. Jalen's got 10 now. Beckley up by 8. Up the floor pass will go on the right side to Dawson Lunsford. Lunsford double team, gives it off to Hartwell. Hartwell through the lane, give it off to Noah, takes it up, shot missed, but he gets his own rebound, picks it up and in. 31-25, Beckley up by 6. Elijah has it left side. Elijah left side pass to Zai, open, fires a 3, hits it. Zai hits his first 3 of the game. He's got 9. Beckley up by 9, up by 11, 34-25. 5.5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Up the floor pass, Lunsford. Bounce pass goes to Goebel. Goebel high post to Noah Lewis. Noah looking, now takes a dribble, hands it off to Christian Goebel. Goebel left side to Clark. Down in the corner it goes to Hartwell. Hartwell picks up his dribble, gives it off to Noah. Turnaround jumper, good. Noah's got 8 points this quarter. 34-27, Beckley up by 7. Right side, Elijah, jump pass. Will go now to Zai. Zai around the perimeter, gives it off to Preston. Preston takes it through the lane, offensive foul going to be called. Preston picks up his first.
Yeah, that time Preston just made up his mind that he was going to attack the basket and kind of lowered his shoulder there, and George Washington took that charge. Beckley's got to find a way to settle in defensively right now.
Beckley up by 7, 34-27, but it's been Noah Lewis for GW. 8 straight points for the Patriots. They give it off to Clark through the lane. Jumper high off glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Noah. Puts it up with a jump hook, no good. It goes out of bounds over to Beckley.
And one of the keys that we talked about at halftime was what was George Washington going to do when Elijah Redfern's able to attack that middle gap. He kicks it that time to the 3-point line, and Zion Hawthorne's able to knock down the shot.
Elijah, quick move to the baseline, kicks it up top to Preston, fires a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by GW. Christian Goebel brings it up to the right. Gets a pass off down in the corner to Jackson Clark. Inside, short jumper by Lunsford is good. Dawson hits his first field goal of the game, and it's 34-29. They're beating Beckley on the inside.
Yeah, right now, too many easy baskets for George Washington.
Beckley up by 5, 4-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Elijah, top of the key, takes it around, behind the back dribble, finds Preston. Preston looking, fires a jumper from 15 feet, no good. Jalen gets the offensive rebound, pump fakes, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. Noah Lewis will pick up his first foul. Jalen goes to the line for 2 shots. Free throw by Jalen is good. Jalen now with 11 points for Beckley. One more free throw coming for the junior. This one off the front of the rim, no good. 1 of 2 is Jalen from the line. 3:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Beckley up 35-29. Right side, Hartwell taken away by Kobe Dillon. Here comes Elijah Redfern up the floor. Will take it in and slam it home. Elijah Redfern slams it. Beckley back up by 8, 37-29. Left side, Goebel. Pass goes over to Noah Lewis. Noah dumps the pass inside to Lunsford. Now it goes to Gale Lamb. He's picked up by Zai. Give it off to Hartwell. Fires a three. Hits it. Hartwell hits his first three of the game. 37-32. And what we got? A foul away from the basketball on GW. Call it on Dawson Lunsford. That's his first.
And that was the first breakdown Beckley's had defensively. Somebody just completely lost that George Washington guy in the mix. And nobody, I mean, that was a wide open three-point attempt. One of the easiest shots George Washington's had all evening.
3:15 to go in the third. Beckley up by 5, 37-32. Elijah Redford has it right side for Beckley. Crossover move. Top of the key. Takes it down the center of the lane. Kicks it down to the corner to Zai. Zai looking. Picks up his dribble and finds Elijah. Elijah looking for a pick from Jalen. Gets it. Takes it through the lane. Forces it up. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by GW. Up the floor goes to Christian Goebel. Goebel, right side pass goes to Hartwell. Fakes the three. Kicks it on the left side. Lamb open for three. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Pulled down by GW. Lamb takes it back through. Short jumper, no good, but it's tipped up and in by Noah Lewis. 37-34. The lead's cut from 10 to 3 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Left side, Elijah Redford. Gives it up top to Kobe. Kobe takes it down the right side of the lane. Pump fakes with it now. Throws up the shovel shot and scores. First point of the game for Kobe Dillon. 39-34. Beckley up by 5. 2:10 to go third. Chance Hartwell gives it over to Goebel on the right. Goebel works it around now to Gale Lamb. Lamb left side to Hartwell. Hartwell picked up by Zai. Now goes to Noah Lewis from 17 feet. Won't go. Elijah gets the rebound for Beckley. Elijah brings it up the floor for the Flying Eagles. Leaves it off now for Kobe. Fires a three. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Lunsford. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Beckley up by 5. Inside it goes to Noah Lewis. He's open. Scores. He's got 12 points this quarter. 39-36. Beckley up by 3. 1:30 to go third quarter. Elijah gets the pick from Kobe. Fires the jumper from 15 feet. Won't go. Preston had the rebound and they're calling for the foul. Second foul call on Preston Clary.
Yeah, this is one of those moments right now in the ball game. Beckley's got to weather the storm and stay composed. Finish this quarter strong right now. GW's making their run. They're getting themselves back in this ball game. Beckley, all it takes is just 1 or 2 stops on the defensive end and see the basket go in.
Jackson Kelly will check in, or Chuck Kelly rather, will check in for GW. Noah Lewis will sit down. Christian Goebel will sit down as well. Chance Hartwell brings it up the floor. 1:15 to go in the third. Beckley up by 3, 39-36. Down to the corner. They give it in. Ball taken away by Elijah. Elijah brings it up the floor. Takes it to the left side. Step through. Puts it up off glass. Won't fall, but he's fouled. And will go to the line for 2 shots.
And those are those momentum stoppers that Beckley needs. Force another turnover there. George Washington, Elijah Redfern able to get the steal and get to the other side and draw the foul call. Now Beckley has to start making their foul shots from the foul line.
That foul call on Gale Lamb. That's his first. Elijah's got 2 free throws coming to him here. First one on the way, good. Elijah now with 12 points. Beckley up by 4, 40-36, 1:03 to go third quarter. Second free throw. Good. Elijah makes it 41-36. Beckley with 1:03 to go third quarter. Bounce pass goes in to Lunsford. Now they give it off to Hartwell. Hartwell working against Kobe Dillon. Bring it across the timeline, has it on the right side of the floor. Now gives the pass left side to Lamb, fires a long 3 and hits it. Lamb hits his first 3 of the game. 41-39 is a 2-point lead for Beckley. 42 seconds to go in the quarter. Elijah, crossover move, takes it through the lane, forces it up, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Lunsford for GW. Give it off now to Hartwell. Hartwell takes it through the lane, puts it up and scores. We got a tie ball game. Tied at 41 with 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Elijah walks it up the floor. Beckley has given up 22 points this quarter. Zai up top, knocked away by Lunsford, stolen away. Here comes GW through the lane. Lunsford puts it up and scores. GW leads 43-41, 1 second left. Zide throws it from half court, no good. We played 3/4 of basketball here at the Raleigh County Convention Center with your score, GW 43, Beckley 41. Back of this.
Full timeout. Let's welcome to the floor, Beckley Flying Eagle cheerleaders.
The Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS and WJLS.com.
Back here at Raleigh County Convention Center, GW outscores Beckley 24-12 in that third quarter. Beckley now down 43-41.
Yep, got to respond. Got to hang tough and respond. Fight back to this right now.
Chance Hartwell has it for GW. Brings it across the timeline. Takes it to the right. Jobs the pass over to Noah Lewis. Had 16 points in that third quarter to Noah. Now Hartwell gives it inside to Lunsford. Kick it back to Lamb. Lamb through the lane. Pump fakes. Fires a short jumper. Scores. Dale Lamb's got 7. Beckley down by 4. 45-41. Elijah looking with it for Beckley. Gives the pass off to Jalen at the elbow. Jalen backs in. Puts up the short jumper. We're going to have a whistle, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Jalen. Jalen picks up his third.
Yeah, that's the first call I disagree on the evening. I mean, Noah Lewis just sold that flop that time, and that picks up Jalen Walton's third foul. Beckley's got to find a way to level this storm right now.
45-41, 7:25 to go in the game. GW up by 4. It's just like Beckley, it's shut off for Beckley. Well, motion's not there. None of that.
Yeah.
.25 to go in the game. Beckley trailing now 45-41. Beckley led 29-19 at the half. Beckley's been outscored 26-12 since that point.
Yeah, and I'm looking back through the game notes, and Beckley was up 29-23. Beckley called timeout with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. And out of that timeout, they made the first bucket off the timeout, and then George Washington was able to get a second chance point off of offensive rebound, made it 31-25. And then as soon as you know, I mean, it's right back, you know, to a 3-point ball game at 33-29 in the game. So GW has brought the game to Beckley in this second half, and Beckley's got to find a way to keep their emotions in check and stay level-headed and get back to that intensity that they had in the first half.
Dawson Lunsford will get it inbounds for GW. Beckley will go full court man-to-man. Inbounds pass. Looking. Will find Noah Lewis. Noah gives it off to Hartwell. Hartwell looking against Kobe. 7:15 to go in the game. Beckley down by 4. Hartwell takes it to the right. Backs it out. Now takes it to the right side. Behind the back dribble. Give it off now to Gale Lamb. Gale crossover move. Takes it up top. Swings it around to Hartwell. Hartwell through the lane. Jump step. Puts it up and scores. 47-41. Beckley down by 3. Right side. Kobe open for 3. Fires it. Hits it. First 3 by Kobe Dillon. Beckley pulls back to within 3. 47-44.
And what a big shot that is by Kobe Dillon, just to get some confidence back on the side of Beckley. Right now, GW is doing a great job attacking Beckley's defense with a lot of motion.
Inbounds pass will go to Noah Lewis. Gives it off to Hartwell. Hartwell brings it up the floor. Gives it up top to Noah. Noah right side pass to Gale Lamb. Lamb will be fouled by Kobe. Try to slap around, but Kobe picks up his first. Second team foul called on Beckley. Dawson Lunsford will get the ball in bounds for the Patriots. He'll do so in the backcourt to Chance Hartwell. Chance brings it across the midcourt stripe. Left side goes to Gale Lamb. Lamb looking with it. Gives it off now to Hartwell. Back inside it goes to Lunsford. Now up top to Noah Lewis. Inside to Lunsford, ball knocked away into the call Zion for the foul. Zion now has 4. Just got to keep him in. I don't think you take him out here. Chance Hartwell. Hartwell will get the ball in bounds after the official stops to talk to Noah and Jalen. Lob it inside. Hand it off to Hartwell. Hartwell pump fakes with it. Takes it up. Scores. 49-44. Beckley down by 5. Elijah, top of the key. Stutter step move. Kicks it to Kobe. Right side for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by GW. Chance Hartwell. Brings it up the floor, pass goes on the right side to Lunsford. Back it goes to Hartwell. Hartwell backs it out, gives it off. They work with it, back it in, does Noah Lewis, he traveled, no call. They give it left side for 3, no good. Jalen gets the rebound for Beckley. Good off to Elijah, Beckley down by 5, 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Through the lane, Elijah takes it in, lays it up and scores. 49-46, Beckley down by 3. Noah, or check that, Lunsford gets it in to Jackson Clark. Jackson working against Elijah, brings it up the floor. Takes it across the timeline, stolen by Kobe. Kobe takes it in, layup high off glass, scores. Kobe's got 7, Beckley back within 1, 49-48. Inbounds pass will go to Hartwell. 4:50 to go in the game. Beckley down by 1. 49-48. Hartwell brings it across the midcourt stripe. Has it between the circles. Gets the pick from Noah Lewis. Takes it through the lane. Puts it up. Has a shot rejected by Taylor. Beckley will get the ball. Actually, GW gets the ball back. Jackson Clark checks out as Chuck Kelly comes in.
I tell you right now, Beckley's starting to get back to that defensive pressure that they had early on.
Inbounds pass, they'll dump it in to Noah. Noah takes it down the left side of the lane. Follow away jumper off the rim, no good. Tip pulled down by Jalen. We'll give it off to Elijah. Elijah, top of the key. Takes it, stutter step move through the lane, puts it up, no good. Then they'll call a blocking foul on Noah Lewis. Noah picks up his second. That's going to send Elijah to the line for 2 shots.
Man, that official was going to hear it if they called a charge on that one. That time, Noah Lewis, I think Elijah still had Jalen Walton there if he wanted to dish to the other side, to the other block. But that time, Elijah elevated and was already at the rim. Noah Lewis slid over and was kind of in that arc. But I don't think that counts in high school basketball. So he slid over and was just not set on that charge call. So great job there by Elijah Redfern.
Elijah's free throw rolls in and out, back in. We're tied at 49. 4:21 to go in the game. Christian Goebel checks back in, as sitting down will be Chuck Kelly. Elijah will have one more. Elijah's free throw. Good. Beckley retakes the lead, 50-49. 4:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Lunsford. Lunsford, give it over to Christian Goebel. Goebel now bounces it to Cartwell. Chance brings it up the floor. 4:15 to go in the game. Beckley up by 1, 50-49. Left side of the floor. Hartwell gives a pass off to Noah. Back it goes to Hartwell. Hartwell fires a long 3, going to be short. Rebound pulled down by Lewis. Takes it back up, no good. Takes it up again, and he's fouled. A blocking foul going to be called, I think, on Elijah, which actually works out better for Beckley.
Agreed, and then that would have been a foul call on Jalen Walton if they hadn't have called it on Elijah Redfern. It looks like everybody's backing off the line. I was wondering if they were going to call it on the floor when he was coming down off of that rebound and not going back up at the shot attempt, which would have even more so benefited Beckley. But right now, we talked about the offensive rebounds at halftime. GW had 3. Right now in the fourth quarter, GW is already up to 8 offensive rebounds here in the ball game.
Free throw no good by Noah Lewis. Will have one more. That was the first foul on Elijah. Second free throw. No good. This is the vote. Rebound pulled down by Jalen Walton for Beckley. Jalen gives it off to Elijah. 3:55 to go in the game. Beckley up by 1, 50-49. Elijah, top of the key. Takes it down the right side of the lane. In pass goes to Jalen. 52-49. Beckley up by 3. 3:40 to go in the game. Chance Hartwell brings it up the floor for Beckley. Or for GW. Picked up by Kobe Dillon. Hartwell brings it to the right. Now looking, finds Goebel on the left. Goebel picked up by Elijah. Hands it off to Hartwell. Hartwell whips the pass to the left side of Lunsford. He's open, fires a 3, hits it. Lunsford hits the 3. We're tied at 52. 3:05 to go in the game. Elijah Redfern with the right side for Beckley. Stands there with it down in the corner. Crossover move, rises up, fires a jumper, scores. 54-52 Beckley. 2:50 to go here in the ball game. Left side goes to Gale Lamb. Lamb. Crossover move. Takes it through the lane against Preston Clary. Pump fakes, cannot find his shot. Give the right side to Goebel. Up top to Hartwell. Now it goes back over to Lamb on the left. Lamb works inside to Lewis. Jumper up and in. Noah's Lewis scores 54-54. 2:25 to go in the game.
That time just good defense by Jalen Walton, but great offense by Noah Lewis. Jalen didn't want to pick up that foul there.
2:15 to go in the game. We're tied at 54. Inside pass goes to Jalen. Jalen's going to be fouled by Gale Lamb. Foul happened on the floor. That'll be the 3rd foul, 13th foul. Gale Lamb picks up his 2nd. Actually, it's a 2nd team foul on GW. Zai will get the ball in bounds underneath for Beckley. Looking, finds Elijah, lobs it up, and the ball actually hits the rim, and the rebound comes up. We got a whistle and a foul going to be called, I think. They're going to call the foul on GW? Yes, they are. Or no, they're going to call him on Kobe. Foul call on Kobe. Kobe picks up his 2nd.
And George Washington's now going to be shooting with the 15th foul here in the 4th quarter. And circle that one as far as big moment in the game, because Elijah Redfern was open on the out-of-bounds play. Zion Hawthorne tried to throw the lob to Elijah, and it hit the bottom of the backboard. A simple bounce pass would have got to him and have been a wide-open layup.
Noah Lewis back at the line, shooting 2 in a tie ball game with 2:09 to go. Free throw no good at the back of the rim. More free throw for Noah Lewis. Misses this one. Rebound pulled down by Jalen Walton for Beckley. We'll give it off to Elijah. 2:05 to go in the game. We're tied at 54. Elijah stands there with it. Crossover move, step back, fires a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by GW. Gale Lamb gives it now to Chance Hartwell. 1:45 to go in regulation, tied at 54. Hartwell brings it to the right, gives it off to Gale Lamb. Lamb around to the left, gives it off to Noah Lewis. Noah inside, ball picked up, put up and in by Lunsford. GW leads 56-54, 90 seconds to go in the game. Elijah, right side, takes it through the lane, backs in, looking, jumps the pass left side to Zai, fires a 3, go! Beckley takes the lead, 57-56, a minute 15 to go in the game. Chance Hartwell brings it up, takes it to the left. Now back between the circles. Gives it down now to Christian Goebel. Goebel inside to Noah Lewis. Noah works against Jalen, backs in, jumper up, 12-play, rebound pulled down by Beckley, Zai Hawthorne. Zai gives it off to Elijah. Coach Ron Kidd at midcourt saying 4. 50 seconds to go. Beckley up by 1. Elijah stands there with it. They're going to foul. And they're going to foul Elijah. Dawson Lunsford picks up the foul. That's his second. Elijah will go to the line for 2 shots.
And how about Jalen Walton being strong when it counts underneath the paint, guarding Noah Lewis. Jalen held his ground and was able to put enough defensive pressure on Noah Lewis to force that missed shot. And Beckley doing a great job here when it matters, getting the loose ball and getting their defensive rebounds.
Just the 3rd team foul, so no free throws for Elijah. Ball tipped, but then brought in, and now a foul going to be called on Kelly. Chuck Kelly picks up his second. That's the 4th team foul on GW. .42 seconds to go. Beckley up 57-56. And Beckley now, well, we wanted a timeout. We're going to get it. Ron Kidd wants a timeout. 42 seconds to go in the game. Beckley up 57-56. All right. You got to figure GW is going to foul. Go for a quick steal, then try to foul. Beckley was outscored 24-12 in the 3rd quarter, trailed 43-41 coming here in the 4th. 42 seconds to go. Beckley up by 1 after a 3-pointer by Zy Hawthorne. Hal Hawthorne, his second of the game. Zy's got 12.
And how many times have Beckley been in this situation and how big is that now in this moment for this young team to not have many guys? I mean, only one guy being a regional championship game so far in their careers. So all these games, going back to last season, 1-possession games that Beckley's lost, and then some of the 1-possession games that we've lost this year and now have been on the right side of. Use these learning experiences in this moment. Be strong with the ball, get the ball in bounds, and knock down your foul shots, and you're going to Charleston.
All right, 42 seconds left, 57-56. Beckley will get the ball in bounds from the near sideline. Preston Clary will trigger the inbounds pass. If Beckley, you want to get it into the hands of Cody Dillon or Elijah Redfern on the inbounds pass. They'll do so in the backcourt to Elijah. 40 seconds to go. Beckley up by 1. Elijah brings it across the midcourt stripe. 35 seconds. Elijah takes it to the right. Now back between the circles. 30 seconds to go in the game. Elijah yo-yoing the basketball. Now takes it to the left. Dribbles it around. 25 seconds to go. Elijah takes it back to the right side. Gives it off to Kobe with 20 seconds. Kobe takes it to the left with 15 seconds. Kobe back over to Elijah. Elijah double team will be fouled by Lunsford with 13 seconds left. 3rd foul on Lunsford. Elijah now will go to the line for 2 shots.
And that was a very heads-up play by senior guard Elijah Redfern right there. That time Lunsford had a lot of pressure as far as being in arm's length to start the clock, to start the count, 5-second count, but Elijah did just enough and kept his eye on the official to make sure that count stopped and started back for Elijah.
All right, here we go. Free throw by Elijah. Good. 58-56. Beckley up by 2 with 13 seconds left. One more free throw coming for Elijah. Free throw. Good. Elijah makes it a 3-point game, and Beckley calls a timeout. 13.1 seconds left. Beckley up 59-56. All right, set up the defense for me right now, Brent.
I think you're going to see the full court man-to-man pressure if you're Beckley. They've had success out of that in certain situations here. It's either going to be the full court man or the 22 half-court zone defense. But if you're Beckley, I think George Washington may have enough time to get down the court and potentially go for that 3-point field goal and then force another opportunity at the line for Beckley. But Beckley's got to be smart. Don't foul on a 3-point attempt. A foul right here, no matter what, is going to put George Washington at the foul line. So just be smart and secure the rebound and be strong with the ball.
59-56, Beckley up by 3 with 13 seconds left.
How about we just force a turnover and get this thing over with, man? Not these games.
I'd be all for
Golly.
Christian Goebel will get the ball in bounds for GW. Well, he wanted the ball to shoot the shot. I don't know why he did that, but whatever.
So George Washington here out of the timeout is going to make Beckley space their defense out. They've got 2 guards on the other end of the court, but they're going to provide a ball screen here as Beckley is guarding off the ball.
All right, here we go. Goebel to get the ball in bounds, finds Noah Lewis. Back it goes to Goebel. Now it goes to Chance Hartwell. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Ball loose, stolen by the Flying Eagles. Preston Curry gives it out to Kobe Dillon, and we got a foul call. 3.2 seconds.
And that was your sophomore guard, Kobe Dillon, right there. What a play.
Seconds. Kobe Dillon at the line to shoot 2 shots. 1 free throw makes it a 2-possession game, and the Flying Eagles will be going to Charleston. Kobe, how many times he's been at this line at this time to ice the game for the Flying Eagles? Free throw, yes.
Man, he's cold-blooded, I'm telling you. A sophomore stepping up to the line like that, that's tough.
60-56. 1 more free throw coming for the sophomore. Boom. Beckley up 61-56. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. 1 second. Horn sound. What do you say, Beckley? As the 3-pointer went in at the buzzer, but it doesn't matter. The Flying Eagles are going to Charleston. 61-59 the final score. We'll come back, recap it for you after this break here at the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS. I want players over here.
It is a community event. It's people you know working together with routine precision, determining each other's needs.
Goods and services at we want to remind you, when it comes to fresh deli foods handcrafted for your next event, party, or picnic, your Cornerstone IGA Deli is right.
Now I will.
Cornerstone IGA on Ritter Drive in Daniels. Coupons online at shopcornerstoneiga.com.
At Mr. Sparky, our skilled electricians can help fix any electrical problem. From breaker boxes to home surge protectors, we'll get your life back to normal faster. Call Mr. Sparky today for any electrical needs.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Each location is an independently owned and operated franchise of Mr. Sparky. Each license respectively in their state or county.
We are celebrating Winter One of Beckley's 20 amazing years in business.
And we want to thank our loyal customers. Winter One of Beckley celebrating 20.
Come over. We'll still have one more break to take, and we'll do that. But we're going to talk to some players. And Nas King is going to be the first one we talk to. So Nas, sit down and put on those headsets. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
How's it feel going to the state tournament, man?
It feels unreal, man. We've been working for this all summer. It's just lost for words. I'm just so glad we're able to do this. We've been saying it for months. We've been saying it since the beginning, and I'm just glad to be here, man.
Talk to me about getting there, being your senior year. Does that make it more special?
We made this my freshman year when 12 sadly passed away, and we've been trying to get back since. And then nobody believes in us. Nobody said we can do this. I told people we was going to do this, and they laughed at us. But I didn't think it was funny. So we've been working, and I'm just glad to be able to.
Talk to me about throughout this year. There have been times in this season, Jalen couldn't play because of injury, and you needed to step up, and you did that. Talk about your role for this team.
I'm just doing whatever my teammates asked me to do, and they asked me to step up, and I did that at the best I can. So, I mean, I'm just glad to be here. Man.
Yeah. Now, tell me about a couple of those minutes big in the second quarter that you were able to come in and get some rebounds. You took that charge down there on the defensive end. Talk to me about how important that is defensively for this Beckley team.
It's just making the right play. We played this team earlier in the season, and we gave up a lot of points in the defense, and we made it a mission on ourselves to be able to play the defense that Beckley's known for. So that's all I prided myself on doing today, and that's what we try to accomplish.
All right, buddy. Any thoughts on going to Charleston next week?
Just trying to win it all.
There you go. Appreciate you, buddy. Good job.
Yes,
Great
sir.
season. Najee King joining us this evening. We're going to have some players. We got Preston. Preston. Hey, Kevin. Hey, go get me some more players, too.
Preston, let me go first. I'll let you go first.
Okay, we're going to get Elijah over here first, and then we're going to get Preston. So Elijah's coming over here.
Are you going to need Coach King?
Preston's got the championship, the regional championship trophy.
I'm saying.
As he puts that on.
I'm saying.
All right, buddy, we've talked about this. How does this feel right here?
The job's not finished. Job's not finished, Fred. You know.
I love that attitude. You came out here tonight, and it seemed like at times you said, okay, I'm taking over. This is what we have to do. I am going to lead this team to a state tournament. That's what it looked like in this game, scoring 21 points.
Yeah, and, you know, scoring wasn't even part of that taking over the game. You know what I mean? Like, just giving whatever the defense gave me, you know, whenever the big steps up, I dish it off. And, you know, just doing stuff like that, anything I can do to help my team win, you know. And this means a lot because we just put a lot of work in, you know what I mean? And God is great. God is great.
Elijah, talk to us about that, because that was some of the keys that your best games this season so far have been when you've been able to figure out the defense early on in the game, contribute the ball, and then that opens up your shot. And that's what happened tonight. Talk to us about what they were given to you and how you were able to attack that.
You know, my dad and I, it's actually funny because my dad and I, we always talk about, you know, we're not worried about the first defender. So any team that, you know, is brave enough to play man-to-man against us, I'm not worried about the person that's guarding me. We're worried about the four people behind me. So, and they have to make a decision, you know what I mean? So if they come to me, I'm going to pass the ball to the open man every time.
Yep.
But if not, you know what I mean?
Well, I know you're not worried about that first defender, but I can promise you they're worried about you. They're worried about you, and you do a heck of a job always breaking down that first guy, and that's when it gets defensive scrambled.
Exactly.
So you did a great job tonight doing just that and letting the game come to you.
Thank you, thank you.
I wanted, there at the end, when Kobe got up to the free throw line and made that first one, what did you say to him?
I told him we're going to Charleston. I told him we're going to Charleston, man. So I'm just happy that we was able to, you know, come together because, you know, we definitely had some ups and downs in the game. So I'm happy we was able to come together and really unite and fight. We fought hard. So I'm just proud of the team. And like I said, the job is not finished whatsoever.
I'm going to have the seedings here before long and who we play. But a couple of scores I did just now see. Princeton loses to South Charleston 53-51. Other game, Huntington beat Parkersburg South at Parkersburg South 74-65. So those are, we know Parkersburg South's going to be there. We know Huntington's going to be there, we know Huntington's going to be there. South Charleston's going to be there. Spring Mills had a big lead early over Musselman, so we know they're going to be there. We know we're going to be there. Does it really matter where we're seated and who we're playing?
I mean, I humbly don't think so. You know what I mean? Because the way we've been playing, the way we've been practicing, everything we've been doing has been super intense. And, you know, as long as it stays like that, I think we're going to be successful regardless of who we play.
All right, a couple of things real quick. First of all, going back to Charleston for the first time since you were a freshman, when we were there, that's when we lost Dwayne.
Right.
Talk about that. Nas brought that up a little bit, saying going back for the first time since losing Dwayne.
Right.
But going back now with that thought and moving, I want to take that next step.
You know, like you said, my last time down here was You know, coming off of losing one of my biggest role models. So, I mean, going back down there now, it feels like, you know what I mean, I have something on my shoulders. You know what I mean? I have something to prove, and the team has something to prove. We have on our shoulder, and we're hungry.
I know I've been keeping you updated all year long where you are as far as points go, right? You passed Bain Surratt tonight. You are 5th all-time scoring.
Yes, sir.
1,260 points in your career, had 21 tonight. Congratulations, top 5.
I appreciate that,
All right, buddy. Go celebrate, have fun with this one, but get ready tomorrow. We make the trip to Charleston. We're going to have some fun, buddy. I appreciate you, and great job, and it's been fun watching you, buddy, over the last 4 years.
All right. Hey, hold on, I got something else I want to say.
Yeah.
Man, go Flying Eagles, man. If y'all don't believe in us now, I don't know what else to do. What else to tell you? You know what I mean? We have something to prove, and we've been playing like it.
Well,
So
you have, and what a great crowd here tonight, wasn't it?
great crowd.
We
great
need
crowd.
that next week in Charleston.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Yes,
go get
sir.
it, buddy.
Yes,
All right.
sir. Thank y'all.
Elijah Redfern joining us this evening once again, 21 points in the game, and he becomes 5th all-time scoring with 1,260 points. Who else would he get here? Preston Clary going to sit down and put on the mic. What you doing, buddy?
Nothing much.
Get to go to Charleston.
Yeah.
I mean, how's that feel, man? First time you have a chance to go to the state tournament. What does that feel like?
It's very exciting. Honestly, that's the greatest thing to me. It's definitely a different feeling from everything else.
Talk to me about your season as it's gone on. I've said to Brent the past 2 weeks, you have been such an important part of this team, scoring 16 points, 12 points. You score 3 points tonight, but you did the other things. Talk about how your game has improved throughout the year, and especially the last couple of weeks.
Honestly, it's just getting in that gym every day. Every day, no off days, just keep shooting, and that's really it.
When you look at, just being a sophomore, heading down to Charleston, talk about the excitement, and does it matter who we play?
I don't care. I'm ready for anything.
That's right. That's right. And I'll tell you one thing to learn about when you get to Charleston. This is going to feel like one of the longest weeks of practice of your life because you're going to be so excited. You got a little bit of a break compared to the schedule that we had. We didn't play until a Thursday. I believe that the Quad A games now are going to be a Tuesday and Wednesday, so a little shorter practice time. But like Freddie said, talk to us about how important it's been these last couple games to step into those roles. And it's not always about scoring points, is it? It's about crashing the glass. Because if you go back and look, that last time we played George Washington at George Washington, they killed us on the glass.
Yeah.
So what was that message relayed in that week of practice and continuing those over these past 5 games, rebounding importance?
Honestly, the message to them was we're ready to play, regardless. We wanted our get back, so.
Yeah, and you did just that, man. And I think the levelness that you've been able to give this team in big moments, start of the game and the last couple games, and then tonight in some of those key moments when they made a run, they brought it back against you. You've been a key attribute to everything that this team needs to do for an opportunity to win the state championship.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, you're going to be the first to hear this, okay?
Okay.
I've got the seedings. Number 1, Spring Mills.
Okay.
Number 2, Morgantown.
All right.
Number 3, Huntington. Number 4, Jefferson. Number 5, South Charleston. Spring Valley 6. Wheeling Park 7. Beckley 8.
We play Spring Mills?
We play Spring Mills.
I'm ready.
It's time to make 8.
Oh, yeah.
Right here should be proof, too. Nobody's giving you a chance.
Nobody.
It's time to take it next week.
Yep.
All right. Congratulations, buddy. Wish you the best of luck. We'll see you in Charleston. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Preston Clary joining us this evening. We appreciate that once again. Those rankings. Elijah. So just got the rankings. All right, we'll tell Elijah. No respect. Hey, no respect. We're 8th in the state tournament. We'll play Spring Mills next week. Time to get after it, right? Time to get after it. So, you hear that. Rankings came out. We're 8th. We'll play the number 1 seed, Spring Mills, next week in state tournament. We'll talk about that in a second. But right now, let's talk about tonight. I thought you came in and took over inside early in this game. How important was that for you?
Very important.
There you go.
It was very important. They telling us attack the basket, get the rebounds, play physical with them. Got to stay in front of them.
Your game, and you've been hampered by ankle injury a lot this year, but you have come on and at special times came out with a big rebound. You came out of nowhere tonight with a rebound, up and in. just talk about how your game has improved, even though you've been injured, hampered a little bit. Tell me how your season has improved.
At the start, just going through the flow, everybody telling me start playing more aggressive and attack the basket more, shoot the ball more. They want me to be a part of the team more and try to shine with everybody else.
All right, so you heard the seedings. You heard that we're an 8 seed. We'll take on the number 1 team, Spring Mills. They have been great all season long. Only 1 loss this year to an out-of-state team. Give me your thoughts. Looking forward to that next week.
I think we can win. If we play as a team, we're going to beat anybody.
All right, let's go get it. All right, state championship coming up.
Jalen, one thing before you go, you always come over to me and ask about your rebounds. What do you think you had tonight?
Somebody told me I had 11.
Yeah, you had 11, so great job. And that was the key to the game, because you remember last time we played them at their place, they out-rebounded us by 15 plus.
Yeah.
So you were important in that. Great job.
Great job, Jalen. Appreciate you. All right, let's see who we get next. Looks like it's going to be Zy Hawthorne. Zy will come on and put on the headset.
Just put it on?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
So there you go. Hey, buddy.
What's up? What's up?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Heading back to the state 20. This is the first time at the state 20.
First time. Yes, sir.
Talk about that.
You know, just exciting. We worked so hard to get here. These practices, I know you've been the one. We've been working hard. You know, staying poised, doing everything hard.
I've been to one and I fell down, so that's it. But, hey, talk to me about this year for you, because you started the year at one position. When Elijah got hurt, you had to move to that point guard position. Then you go back and forth. How tough of a transition was that for you early on?
You know, at first it took a while to get used to, but we started winning, so I got to do what I got to do to help my team win. If Elijah's getting it done at the spot, he's getting it done. If I'm getting it done at the spot, I'm getting it done.
Talk to me a little bit about how you pick up early on in the ball game on the different looks that people give you all as a team, because I think at times there's a lot of teams that's disrespected you because they're so focused on how to stop Elijah off the dribble and how to prevent Kobe from making that shot.
Right.
But early in the ball games, you've done a great job. Just talk to me about that mindset on how you get prepared day in and day out.
Watch film on the teams. I watched their game against up at West Virginia State and noticed they had tremendous ball pressure and G-Dub couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to come out with the same intensity. On the offensive side, it's just driving and kicking.
Yeah.
If they can't stay in front and then they cut me off, I kick it. That's what happened in the first half right there. Elijah made that big 3.
That's right.
Yeah. Sir.
I don't want to bring this up because you got to deal with it tomorrow with that technical foul. I'm sorry for what you're going to have to run tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I must say it was probably worth it because the message you were sending early on and providing that on-ball pressure, because, man, it was relentless. To that point, you had almost 4 or 5 steals already in the ball game.
Yes, sir.
That set the tone early on in the game, so that was a great job.
Thank you, thank you.
Yep.
I was going to ask you what you said, but I'm not going to do that.
I said, young man, please don't put your hands on me again. That's what I said.
I hear. Hey, buddy, I appreciate you coming over and talking to us. Great season.
Thank you.
Hey, you're just a sophomore, man. We can do this the next 3 years.
Absolutely.
Let's get to Charleston, all right? Let's win this state championship. Let's show the rest of the state next week that we're not the 8th seed.
Right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Great job, buddy. Appreciate you. We'll talk next week, all right?
Thank you.
That's Zy Hawthorne joining us, one of the great sophomores of this team. And here comes another great sophomore for this Beckley team, Mr. Coach.
It's nice.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well.
How's it feel?
Very well.
Hey, late in the game, and we talked about this while you were shooting the free throws. I mean, you just got like ice water in the veins, don't you?
I guess, man.
How much do you like being up there at that point?
A lot. I mean, I shoot all kinds of shots. I mean, that's honestly a confidence thing. Right when I saw the first one go in, I sort of knew we had it.
Yeah.
Well, man, I remember you coming in the locker room when I was on the team and looking up to the guys that we had on the ball club.
Yeah.
I need to ask for your autograph at this point in my life, man, because I can't stop saying it enough when it comes to just your demeanor and the mentals that you bring to this ball team, because your face never changes. And you provide such a calmness to the guys. And you look back at GW making that run tonight and the steal you had to get that breakaway layup and to bring the team back together. And so just talk to me about what it is in the highs and the lows that you have all season long, how you keep this group together.
I mean, we know that there's definitely going to be so many highs and lows, and we just kept fighting and fighting and fighting. Big low when we lost Elijah at the beginning of the season. We kept trucking on. And, I mean, now we're here. So, I mean, we got 3 more games, I guess.
That's right. I'm gonna hold your mom to it. I'm supposed to get a number 10 jersey, so I'll be wearing a number 10 jersey in Charleston next week. Don't worry about that.
A couple of things I want to bring up. First of all, congratulations tonight. You hit 1-3. That gives you 80 on the season. You've tied Chris Daniels for second all time in the season with 3. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Probably break that next week. Sorry, Chris Daniels. Way to go, CD. But the other thing is, your defense to me has stepped up from the first part of the year to where it is now.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you've really, I know you spent a lot of time shooting the ball, but you've been working on that defense too, haven't you?
100%. I know earlier in the year and especially last year, defense, I mean, I really honestly got beat bad last year. So I've really been working on my body even throughout the season. I really think that's helped.
When you look at those seedings that came out, and
where are we at?
You don't know? 8.
Spring Mills?
Spring Mills.
Bet.
Give me your thoughts on that, because to me, I was looking at it and I was like, okay, if this happens, I was thinking 6, 5.
Who's
8?
Who's 7-6?
I don't know. Somebody just took my phone.
I got you.
6 was Spring Valley.
Spring Valley was
but
6.
I don't remember who 7 was. I didn't write it down fast enough.
As soon as Mr. Hawthorne gives me a phone back, I'll let you know.
Yes, sir.
But talk about respect, and I think that's a shot at us right there.
Yeah, me personally, I think we're better than Spring Valley, and then I'd say, I don't know who the 7 seed is, but I think we're better than them too. So, I mean, we just got to prove ourselves, honestly.
But Wheeling Park was 7.
Wheeling Park.
So the ratings are Spring Mills, Morgantown, Huntington, Jefferson, South Charleston, Spring Valley, Wheeling Park, and Beckley.
Yes, sir.
And I texted my dad back, that's horrible, because we should be higher up. Now it's just time we got to prove it.
But Freddie, when you said we were the 8th seed, this guy's face never changed.
I noticed.
Never changed. It just was stone cold. Man, let's I tell you, though, from experience, this is going to be a long week of practice because there's a difference in running out on the court at the Civic Center under those lights. So
Abby's told me that one.
It's almost like preseason conditioning over the next couple of days, so buckle up for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How quick can you start watching film on Spring Mills?
I've already been watching throughout the season. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, but honestly tonight, though, look him up on YouTube.
There you go, buddy.
Yes,
congratulations.
Thank you,
Great job.
Thank
Sophomore getting to the state tournament.
Thank you.
So I told Zy, you and Zy, Jalen, everybody that's coming back next year, let's make a run on this thing.
Yes, sir.
All right. Great job, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Kobe Dillon joining us this evening, had 9 points in the game. Finishes he can still break that record next week in the state tournament. But finishes with 580 points so far this year. Now we'll bring in Big Drew Fitzwater.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. Really good.
State champion,
yes,
or not yet. Well, I'm jumping ahead 3 games. But
foreshadowing.
Yes, sir.
This is what's going to happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Give me your thoughts on this season for you.
Man, I mean, it's been up and down. Losing Elijah, second game of the season against University, a lot of people counted this out. But, I mean, nobody knows the fight and the grit that our team had except, the 12 guys in the gym and the 4 coaches. So, we proved people wrong all season. What's 3 more times?
What does it mean now that you see that you're 8th seed going up against Spring Mills, number 1 seed, and Beckley getting back to the state tournament for the most times of any school in history?
Yes, it's playing Spring Mills. They're the best team in the state for a reason. They beat Morgantown. We're going to have to bring our A game, but if we play like we have the last 5 games, 5 straight at home is huge. So if we keep playing the way we're playing, I think we got a really good shot.
I know there's been stretches throughout the year where the coaches have relied on you to come in, get some rebounds, play tough defense, play aggressive. And I told you after one game, you showing some emotion, which is so key for this team to get after it. You have come in and played some big minutes at big times for this team.
Yes, sir. I accept my role, If my team needs rebounds, I know I got to go in there and get rebounds. If they need defense, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to play great defense. If they need a presence inside, I'm going to be that presence. So it's just about knowing what my role is and knowing I need to go out there and perform because I don't want to lose.
Drew, talk to me a little bit about knowing how important it is day in and day out at practice. That's where it all starts, really.
Yes,
and you've got a great group of 4 and 5s, and you guys are beating and banging with each other every day.
Yes, sir.
And you're making each other better. Talk to us about that, because we see the game time stuff, but there's so many days in the gym with Nazir and Jalen and everybody else getting prepared for this moment. Talk to us about that.
I think the last 2 weeks of practice have been the best weeks of practice we've had all season. Like the bigs especially, it all comes down to just we want it really bad. This is something we worked for all season, And I mean, playing for the seniors, Elijah and Nas especially, you know.
Yeah.
So just going in and knowing that, like, if we work hard every day, that it'll make everything so much easier for us.
That's right. And it's shown over the last couple weeks. So
last 5 games.
Great job understanding your role and providing those valuable minutes. You did the same thing tonight. So
Yes, sir.
really good job.
Yes, sir.
And as Brent said to a couple of other players, get ready for some hard practice.
Hey, we're ready. We're
That's
ready.
right.
Ain't nothing harder than what we've been through the last 2 weeks.
It's always said, to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Hey,
we might as well beat the best coming up next week.
I think we're prepared.
Let's do it.
Yes,
All right,
sir. Yes,
congratulations,
sir. Thank
Drew.
you, man. Thank
That's Drew Fitzwater joining us, one of the bigs for Beckley, joining us this evening. And joining us now, Lucas Rainey, another sophomore for this Beckley team. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
All right. How's it feel to be going to the state tournament?
Feels fantastic. As a sophomore, it's going to be an amazing experience.
I know you played a lot of JV ball for this Beckley team this year. Tell me about what you've learned by playing on this Beckley team this year.
Well, Beckley has a reputation for its discipline and its strong defense, and I think that's something that I've learned over these last 2 years especially. The importance of playing hard, and especially on the defensive side, has led to a lot of success on the JV and varsity level.
Talk to us about a little bit on how important it is day in and day out. Just because you might not touch the court as much in the game time action, you're still in practice beating and banging every day with the guys, running the same conditioning ladders, going through the same drills, and how important your role is to make sure everybody's prepared and ready to go. Just talk to us about what your mental has been throughout the whole season there.
Absolutely. It's important for everyone to come in and give everyone their best. We push each other every day at practice. I think we have a great practice environment, and we just work hard day in, day out. It takes an army. It takes a village.
And I just want you to know, too, watching your JV games this year, you can see the growth in your game from game one this season and the contributions you've provided from a practice setting and then what that's translated to JV ball as well. Man, you've got a good-looking shot and you play hard on defense, and those are all the recipes for success, and there's no reason you and the rest of this team shouldn't be going to Charleston the next couple years.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
I've got to ask you something, though. I've been at practice a couple of times, and Coach Lewis calls you sunshine.
That's right.
Where'd that come from? Talk to me about, because you also play football, and your time on the football field increased more and more as the year went on as well. Talk to me about what that has led on the basketball from the football field.
Well, when they put me in as football, I felt like I got a chance, and I finally got my shot to prove something. And I feel like I just got to do that basketball, too.
What does it feel like going to the state tournament?
It feels great. It feels very good.
How frustrated do Kobe and Zion and Elijah get with you at practice with how hard you play all the time? They get mad at you when it's like, man, let's take this possession off, and you're in them full court when you're scrimmaging. How frustrated do they get with you?
Sometimes they don't get mad. They just say I'm crazy when I'm diving for loose balls all over the court.
That's all right, though. That's all right. That makes them better as well as making you better as well.
Yep. Yes, sir.
You know?
They've all made me a better player this year.
Yeah, and of course, as I've told Zy and Kobe and the other sophomores we've talked to, this is just the start.
Yes, sir.
Everybody coming back next year, this is a team that's going to make some runs, and it starts next week. I know you're the 8th seed, but 8 seed can beat a 1 seed, and that can happen next week with Beckley. So best of luck. Congratulations. All right. And we will see you in Charleston, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Good job, man.
AJ
Keep
Thomas.
up the good work.
Another sophomore joining us. And now coming into the conversation, Braylon Mickey. Braylon's not a sophomore. Braylon's a junior. Still an underclassman. How you doing? Go to the state tournament.
It's pretty good, you know. You know, everything we've been through. Elijah breaking his finger, and then, you know, losing games that we're supposed to win, and everybody coming back as a team and winning games.
Talk about that, because in this game tonight, there was a time where GW came back in that second half, that third quarter.
Right.
And after we were up by 10 points, they outscored us in the third quarter 24-12. Right. We were down by 4 going into the fourth quarter. Ever lose any kind of confidence that this team was going to come back and win?
No, sir. I think we just had a little mental breakdown right there, and we just can't have to come back as a team in the timeout. And Coach Kidd drew us a couple plays up, and he, you know, got us back together.
Talk to me real quick about your improvement throughout the year, because I mean, we've seen you play a lot of JV ball as well, and you've played some varsity games. But just talk about from where the season started to where you're at right now. What do you feel about the best part of your game that's improved?
I think just being an all-around player, you know, not trying to be set on one thing, and just, you know, being a team player. Really.
Talk to us about how important it is to come into practice day in and day out and push everybody else to get better. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you may not always see action on the game floor in the varsity setting, but your role on the team in practice is so important as well. Just talk to about the mental of that.
You know, just keeping the guys that do play ready, you know, helping them through like plays or certain defensive schemes and stuff, and just trying to keep them ready. But
all right, buddy. Sounds good. Congratulations. We'll see you next week in Charleston, okay?
Thank you.
All right, it's Braylon Mickey joining us this morning. I think we're going to be able to talk to all of the players, which is great.
Well, we're not in the morning no more.
No, I think we're good. I think we're good. I might want to get Coach Fowlkes over here as well before. I don't know if Coach Kidd will come on or not, but all right. Joining me now, Owen Gunter. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Another sophomore. My goodness, how many sophomores we got on this team? Too many. No, not too many. You can never have too many. Let's see, 6 sophomores. It's not bad. Talk about being the biggest guy on the team, 6'7", going through these practices, and what you have learned throughout this year.
You know, being the biggest guy, I would say that there's a lot that's expected from me, even though I am a sophomore, and I would say that I'm still trying to achieve that goal. I mean, Jalen's a great player. Nazir came in. He's an amazing player. Drew, another big man. We'll see him again next year. We'll see Jalen again next year. 2 great big men, probably one of the top big men in the state, in my opinion, that I have seen as role models. I've got to play alongside them, and I'm just very grateful to do that. And
how much over in practice as well, being the chance to work with Coach Barksdale? Because I've been at practices and I've seen he gets you, Jalen, Drew, you know, all in a corner and works defensive or offensive and defensive moves with you. What does that mean to have a guy like Coach Barksdale to work with you?
Coach Barksdale is again an amazing coach. I give him props. He's came out here and helped us every day in every place, not even the post position, but it has been an honor, in my opinion, to learn from him. Yeah. I mean, I'll never forget, even before they let me come and join the varsity squad in practice, he would take me aside and talk to me about things, you know, just like what would you do in this situation, or whenever this guy's here. And it was just, I didn't realize how big of an impact it would have on my game until I started playing and I started seeing that he was helping me so much. Yeah. It was like night and day difference.
And Owen, one thing I want to make sure you know, and the rest of the guys know from a practice standpoint that may not always see the court, is how important your role is on this ball club of making sure the guys that are getting all the minutes are ready and ready to go. And your size and your abilities is one thing that challenges our guys to be prepared for any matchup that we're going to see in the state of West Virginia. And so your role is so valuable to what the ultimate goal is, and you've helped lead this team to Charleston, whether it's on the court in practice, or whether it's cheering on the guys on the end of the bench, and that's such a valuable role to great teams. And so you've done a great job this season, and let's go get a couple more wins.
Yes,
and try to put another one of those banners up.
Oh, always.
Great job.
All right, buddy. We know when we play. We know we play Spring Mills because we're the 8th seed. They're the number 1 seed. That game will be played next Tuesday at 7:15.
All right.
So let's get ready.
Yes, sir.
I've said it before in some games we've done. It's time to shock the state. Let's shock the state next Tuesday.
I will say I believe that we shocked the state tonight. G-Dub, a great team. We came in here ready. We knew they were going to give us a good, hard game, and I thought that that's what this was. This was a great game, in my opinion. They had that little comeback in the 4th quarter, but I knew that we were going to pull it out in the end because this past week or so we've had of practice has just been amazing. Coach Lewis, Coach Dillon, Coach Barksdale, Coach Kidd, Coach Fowlkes, all of them have prepared us for what is to come.
Yeah,
and they keep preparing us.
They're going to keep on
day.
preparing you because next to come, 3 more wins and a state championship banner hanging up there.
Right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Good job, buddy. Appreciate you. We'll see you
Thank
next week in Charleston.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Great job.
Owen
man.
Gunter joining us, and we appreciate him coming in. And I think we've got one more player to talk to, and then I want to talk to Coach Fowlkes. I know he's standing there, probably wants to go home because, I mean, he works a long day, but I don't care. He's got to stay here for a little bit.
It's definitely past my bedtime.
J.W. Wines, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Freshman on this team. Talk about the chance of going to Charleston as a freshman to play in the state tournament and what that means to you.
At first, I mean, I didn't think we would make it, but now, like that we're in it, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Like to learn from the older guys.
You're one of 8 teams that's left playing basketball, and I'm sure GW, as they head back to Charleston, would love to be in your position right now.
Yes, sir.
Getting ready for next week. So, and being a freshman, being the first year playing a varsity level, dressing and playing some games, and have a chance to go to Charleston, I mean, it's got to be very exciting for you, and knowing what could be coming up over the next 3 years.
True. Yes, sir.
Is this kind of like a learning experience for
Yes,
you? I mean,
very
because
much.
I mean, you look at I've seen you in practice, and you've been at JV practice, then stay for varsity practice,
Yes,
then you
sir.
dress some varsity. So your game has continued to improve this
Yes,
year.
sir.
I know that you're looking at in the next couple of years being one of those leaders to
Yes,
get
sir.
this run going, right?
Yes, sir.
And
I try to learn from the older guys a lot.
That's right. And what's important for you and is as a freshman is to bottle up all these experience
Yes, sir.
here and relay that. I mean, I know you're a football player as well. This is an opportunity as a freshman to take this experience of going to the state tournament, seeing it at the highest level in the state of West Virginia, and say, hey, let's get back to the playoffs in football. Hey, let's continue getting here every year that you're a part of this Beckley basketball team to get to Charleston to the
Yes.
state tournament. And it's like I told the other guys that may not see a lot of game time action in the varsity setting, but are valuable to the JV team and are valuable in the practice minutes to the varsity squad. Don't underestimate how important your role is to this ball club in terms of getting everybody ready and mentally and physically prepared for what's going to come next
Yes,
week.
sir.
So keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. I will.
Get them ready for Tuesday.
Yes, sir. I will.
All right.
Oh, we play Tuesday?
So Tuesday night, 7:15 against Spring Mills, the number 1 team.
I thought we played Thursday.
No, we play Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
All right. So
Have
now,
a nice
see,
night.
hey, but
all
the good thing.
All that is one less day of running and condition. That's where you got to think about that.
True.
Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations on going to the state tournament. All right.
Thank you. Have a nice night.
All right, that's J.W. Wines, one of the freshmen, and actually the only freshman that have played some varsity minutes this year for this Beckley team. And finally, the last one we're going to talk to, Coach Mike Fowlkes. We'll put on the headset. Do what? Who? Coach Kidd is coming?
I told him to come down here.
I haven't seen him yet.
Okay.
All right, but we'll see. Hopefully he does, and I would like to talk to him. But I got to tell you, man, we talked preseason that this team has a chance. We went through a stretch where we didn't have Elijah, tried to change things around and had to learn from that. Then we came back through. Elijah comes back, and we struggled that first game, and then we had a couple of up and downs. Last 5 games, we've played pretty good ball.
Man, just playing together. You know, just like you say, with Elijah coming back, you know, it's one of those things. It's like the middle of the season for us. You have to get better, and you got to gel with each other. And we're finally starting to gel, you know. So, and at the perfect time, And
in some of those lineups that we had throughout the middle of the year without Elijah, and then when Elijah came back, it seemed like guys were out of position at times because it was unfamiliar spots for them to be in. But over the last several weeks, those guys have in my opinion, from watching from a film standpoint, the rotations on the defensive end, it seems like the communication has been a lot better over the last couple games. Just talk about what they've done in practice to prepare for that.
You know, our last couple weeks practices have been unbelievable. You know, they accepted the fact that this is what has to be done for us to win. You know, as coaches, we're never happy, and we wasn't really happy defensively how we played, but, you know, we started to see improvements. And, you know, that first half of defense we played tonight probably was our best half all year.
Talk about, though, in that start of that third quarter. We took a shot from them. They outscored us 24-12 in that third quarter. We had a 10-point lead. We go to the fourth quarter down by 4. I know we have talked about this. Teams in the past at Beckley, that would have been it.
Yeah.
It would have been it, but not this team.
Yeah, they buckled down, you know, and realized we had to get stops. And, you know, we talk about that third quarter. That third quarter was 2 words, Noah Lewis. Yeah. And he became a man down there. And let's give Jalen Walton credit. Jalen battled him to death. He battled him. The kid just could play, and he turned it up another notch. And then, you know, finally Jalen started giving a little bit more resistance, and just things got better.
And there was one critical play down here. Noah did what he wanted in that third quarter. Jalen with the 3 fouls, though, I mean, he bodied him. Noah was trying to back him down, and missed that shot when it was a tie ball game, and Preston on the backside got the rebound. So talk about as far as, you know, what it means for this group to get to Charleston, and how many times we've been in this situation over the last 2 seasons where it's a one-possession game. We turn the ball over, and they make a foul shot, and then we're out of reach, or we miss foul shots and they come down, and we had them even this year. What it means to get over that hump and to secure a win the way we did tonight.
Man, you so correct about that, because we talked about it last week, how many games we had within 1-2 possessions that we didn't do the right thing. You know what I mean? We did it for the most part of the game, but when it counted the most, we didn't make that shot or get that defensive stop. We got those defensive stops tonight.
Yep.
So, you know, I'm very, very, very proud of those guys.
Yep.
Man, I was sitting here thinking, and I mentioned this to Elijah, and Nazir brought it up. Going back to the state tournament for the first time since we lost Dwayne.
Yes.
It was on the back of their minds.
Yes, it was on the back of my mind. You know, when the game was over, I was like, man, yes.
Yeah. I mean.
Yep. And, you know, we're back. We know I already heard we're the 8th seed, but like we already said, you know, if anybody watches play, you know, if Elijah didn't get hurt early in the year, there's no way we're 8th seed. No. So I guarantee you that we're not going to be a typical 8th seed down there. Spring Mills is good. I've seen them, and they're really good. We're going to have to come and play.
I have a feeling, though, when they saw the seeding, Spring Mills said, uh-oh.
Yeah, we're not
an 8 seed.
Yeah, we're not a typical 8 seed. But hey, that's just the way to fall. You got to beat everybody. So it is what it is. You know, I'm taking my Bulldog shirt.
I was about to point that out.
Hey, well, we won that game when we had the Stratton Alumni Night, and I was like,
haven't lost since.
We haven't lost since. And another known fact, I don't know if y'all know about this. So that same game, I made pepperoni rolls for the kids.
I heard about this.
And we won. So next game, I got a message the night before. It's like, Coach, you got pepperoni rolls? And I'm like, sure. So I got up 4 o'clock in the morning, and I made pepperoni rolls. Long story short, 5 games in, they didn't got pepperoni rolls for 5 straight games. So I guess I'm going to take a kitchen with me. We're going to have to get a hotel with a kitchen.
Well, and think about our last state championship in 08. What did we go, 3-2-1?
Yes.
So we might as well just go ahead and try to get one out of the way.
Yeah, that's underdog.
Well, Rick Flair always says, to be the best, you got to beat the best.
That's right.
Is that Coach Kidd coming down?
Is that him? Is that wrong?
Nah.
Hey, real quick, though, before we let you go, I kind of want to talk overall about Elijah Redford's game. I told him tonight he had 21 points. That now puts him at 1,260 points for his career.
Yeah.
Puts him 5th all time. He passed Bain Surratt tonight.
Wow.
Talk about what he has meant to this program over the last 4 years.
Man, he's been, you know, when he came in, we knew what he was. We knew he was a special player. We, you know, talked about it. And I know I'm always an honest person, you know. He grew up. And this year, you know what I mean, it took 4 years, but he's finally grown up, you know. And that's just, in his defense, you know, did he play a whole year ever?
No.
He didn't get a whole season in 4 years. He said he ended up 5th on the scoring list. And he never played a whole season.
5th on the scoring list, 2nd on the assist list, 3rd on the steals list.
Yeah, see, and he never played a whole season.
If he played a whole season, he would have been probably the leading scorer in school history.
And I think you can point over the last couple weeks, his growth alone over these last couple of weeks, and understanding how important his role is early on in the ball game to settle this ball club down. And he did that first half of him breaking down that first on ball pressure and getting to the middle of the paint and dishing to Nazir and Jalen, that was the game to an extent.
That's the difference in Elijah, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Elijah's wired to go, break down. He and for 3 years for the most part, he break it down and he go get a bucket.
Anybody.
Didn't get fouled a lot of times, got hit, but he still went up strong. Now, this year he trusts his teammates. I'm gonna break you down and I'm gonna hit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
it's only made his game better.
Yeah, and the first half part of that was, I know everybody was thinking like, well, they're doing a great job on Kobe Dillon. Well, Kobe was in that corner and they wouldn't leave him. So that left a gap so big for him to, when he broke him down, it's either help or let him shoot a layup. And they helped. He made the right play.
A couple of other players real quick. Zion, I have said, and Brent and I have talked about this, I think Zion has played so consistent all season long.
All around.
I mean, and for him, and I asked him this too, about having to move from one position to the other for the midpoint of the season, then go back when Elijah came back. That's tough for a kid sometimes to adjust to that. He did well, and he's played consistent all year.
Consistent, doing a little bit of everything. When you see Spring Mills, one thing we already know is we're going to have to rebound it better, and he's going to have to rebound it,
Yep.
But like the big shots, the big steals, the extra passes, all those little things. Same thing with Preston Clary. All those, the little things. Nazir coming in. Nazir didn't touch the floor in the second half. But that first half, what he did, those minutes was big.
Took a charge.
Drew. Yep. I mean, it's just, it's been a total team effort, 1 to 12. Coaches, y'all got really hey, and I got to shout out these fans in here tonight.
They were
that
great,
was unbelievable. I can't wait to see you in Charleston.
We got to get them to Charleston.
Got to get them to
We'll play at 7:15 Tuesday night against Spring Mills. If we could find a way to maybe not let them go to school the next day or something. You know how it is. I mean, you'd say you don't have to go to school, everybody show up. So.
Hey, well, our whole motto these last 5 games is just take care of business.
Yep. Do what we got to do, and to be the best, you got to beat the best, and we'll try that coming up Tuesday night against Spring Mills. One other thing, too, we talked about this, Kobe Dillon, ice water in the veins, isn't it?
Man, like you said, they didn't let him touch it too much, but when he did,
he made him pay.
You know the results.
Yep.
Then goes to free throw line and made. How many points you have?
He had 9 points tonight, 1 3-pointer.
But he had all those.
Second half, yeah.
Yep. He had all those.
And he had 7 of the 9 points in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And I know Zion's going to have a long practice at the end of practice tomorrow with that technical foul. But his defensive pressure early on in the game was, I think, set the tone for he had 4 steals up to that technical foul, which I don't know what he said, but Zion's on-ball pressure.
He told us what he said in a nice way.
He deserved it.
Yeah. But that's all right because that's showing them emotion, and that's sometimes in this early in the season we didn't see that same emotion on the defensive end, and so I think overall the physical nature of playing like that, they did a good job.
I'm gonna give, and last thing I'm gonna say is, when the game started and the score was 4-4, and I thought when Jalen Walton went in there. And the way he grabbed that rebound, he had his whole chest over the rim.
Yep.
He grabbed that rebound. When he done that, everybody was like,
"Oh yeah,
let's go get it." So,
I mentioned with Kobe as well. Tonight he hit his 80th 3 of the season. That puts him second all time. Ties him with Chris Daniels, who hit 80 back in 1990. And 10 away from Danny Bickey, who had 90.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Him and Bryce had 90 and 74 in the same season.
Shooter.
Yeah. Let it fly.
Shooter, let it go.
All right, so when do you start watching films on Spring Mills?
You want to know the truth?
You probably already been watching.
We already watched them.
You had an idea? Did you have an idea of this is where you're going to be?
Well, we look ahead and you think it would have to been some upsets. So, you go with conventional wisdom first and say everybody's supposed to win.
I think that's what happened. I was thinking maybe Parkersburg South would get Huntington at home.
I thought Parkersburg South and Hedgesville had a chance. And, I told them in the other practice, I said, the game you want to look out for is Princeton and South Charleston because their styles.
Yeah.
The South Charleston, you know what I mean?
And Princeton gave them a battle, too.
Gave them a battle. So, but I've seen Spring Mills. They got Caleb Thomas I'm just telling you right now, he's the best player we played this year. I'm just telling you that right now. He's 6'7", 6'6". One game this year he had 15 points, 13 rebounds, 8 blocks, and 12 assists. That's just tell you what we're up against. And they got some guards that can shoot it. So, it ain't even –
But here's something else I'll bring up. They don't play with the background of the Charleston Civic Center.
No.
This is about the closest thing that you can get to the background of the Charleston Civic Center. That's got to help out a little bit, I would think, from the outside shooting.
Yep, I just say we get there, we there, and, you know, I was a big wrestling fan back in the day, and, you know, they say,
Ric Flair.
To be the man, you got to beat the man.
That's right. So let's go beat the man, and let's show the state why we are the best basketball program in the state.
Yep, let's go, Beck. We need you down there. Let's get it.
Coach Fowlkes, appreciate you, buddy. Get some rest. Get ready to make some more pepperoni rolls, and we'll see you in Charleston.
All right, thank you.
All right, that is Coach Mike Fowlkes joining us. I'll tell you what, we're going to take our final break. We come back, we'll wrap it up next here on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS.